Hey guys, this is Michael. Welcome back to Apps Every Day, and today we're checking out the Banfield app. So if you don't know what Banfield is, it is a basically pet hospital that's available throughout the United States, and they do things a little differently, and they recently updated their app with a pretty cool redesign. It's still a little slow, so it's definitely not the fastest social media whatever sort of app. And as I say that, it gets stuck on the loading screen. Round 2. Yeah, so one of the biggest things that make these guys different is they have something called the wellness plan. So normally when you go to the vet or anything, and you get routine yearly, shots and vaccines and all that sort of stuff, it can cost a lot of money. And the first time we took our 2 dogs, Bailey and Sammy, here, they were going to tell us it was around $900 to get them all set up. And then they told us about these wellness plans, which is basically a monthly payment that you do. So you just pay a flat rate each month, and it gives you a certain amount of coverage and basic benefits, like all those vaccines I mentioned. So you don't have to worry about the big payment, every 6 months or every year or so. But the app itself is nice because you can basically locate your nearest pet hospital. And the cool thing is like I said, they're all over the country. So even though we live in Ohio, if we were traveling somewhere with the dogs and they needed to go to, get checked up for whatever reason, we can just hop in the app and search for any other pet hospital nearby. We can schedule a visit. If we had any upcoming visits, they would show up here. Vet chat, which is a really cool benefit of the program, where you can basically, Bailey was having an issue or something, I could go in here and just message a vet and I would get a answer, and it's just a really great spot for any of those general pet questions that, aren't an emergency, but that you don't have to take a whole lot of time out of your day to figure out. In here you can do a bunch of things like profile, which is where your email address and passwords are going to be, so you can update all that stuff. You can go in here to pets, so maybe you don't want to delete the information of one, but you can turn one off or a couple off in your dashboard so they don't show up. So if you didn't want to create appointments for them anymore. You have your pet journal, which this is kind of cool. You can take little pet notes. I would use these a lot for if you come up with a question at some point that you want to ask the vet, in a couple days or weeks when you go in for an appointment. You can type that up here, and that way you have it on hand when you go and need to remember those questions, because if you're like me, you forget those all the time. But yeah, this is a very basic app, but it allows you to do some really important things pretty efficiently. Other things you can do, you can tap on the pets themselves and get a little bit of insight into their health. So we can see Sammy's weight over time here. You can go in and see vaccine records, general profile, and then a timeline of when you've basically gone for the doctor and for what reason. So yeah, that's a quick look at the Banfield app. It will be linked in the top of the description down below. And while you're down there, you might as well hit the like button if you liked it. And don't forget to get subscribed and come back tomorrow for another Apps Every Day.